Now we'll discuss the thermodynamical efficiency of the cycle, Carnot efficiency. It is work done divided by heat supplied. So work done is the net work done, net work output of the cycle. You can see here during compression we have to give work to the system. During expansion we will get work from the system. So the difference of these two is your net work expansion minus work compression is equal to heat supplied minus heat rejected. Because this is a closed cycle and the internal energy of the working fluid is same, so it is a closed cycle. We had reached at the same point where we had started. We have started from 2. After the complete cycle we have reached at point 2. It means work expansion minus work compression is equal to heat supplied minus heat rejected, and this is your net work. So net work is equal to heat supplied minus heat rejected. So this value we will put here. Efficiency of Carnot is equal to heat supplied minus heat rejected divided by heat supplied. So this is your Carnot efficiency. We will solve these equations. We will replace Qs with some parameters in terms of temperature, volume and pressure. We will replace this value and we will replace heat supplied. Now consider 1 to 2 process. 1 to 2 process which is heat rejected, and 3 to 4 process which is your heat supplied. So heat rejected is equal to M R T1 log E V1 by V2. So this is the equation for your heat rejected. This is your equation for heat rejection. For heat supply, from 3 to 4, this is your equation M R T3 log E V4 by V3. So this is your heat rejected, this is your heat supplied. Now consider other equations from 2 to 3 and 3 to 4. From 2 to 3 and 4 to 1. From 2 to 3 and 4 to 1. This is the equation P3 V3 raised to power gamma is equal to V2 raised to power gamma. This is the equation for 2 to 3, because 2 to 3 is your adiabatic compression. This 2 to 3 is your adiabatic compression. So for adiabatic compression, this is the equation PV raised to power gamma is equal to constant. This is the expression for adiabatic equation PV raised to power gamma is equal to constant. So 2 to 3 is your adiabatic process. So you can write as P3 V3 raised to power gamma is equal to P2 V2 raised to power gamma. And same you can write for 4 to 1. 4 to 1 is your adiabatic expansion. This process is your adiabatic expansion. So you can write here again P3 V3 is equal to, you can write as same here for this equation P3, you can say write for 4 to 1 also. Now you can see here we have one more equation, that is PV is equal to MRT. Because this Carnot cycle is we had some assumptions. This will follow the perfect gas equation. So PV is equal to MRT for 3 point, and for 2 point P2 V2 is equal to MRT2. So you can replace this equation. So you can take this V3 on this side, we can take V3 this side. So V3 by V2 is equal to P2 by P3, and you can replace this P2 and P3 in terms of V2 and V3. After solving, you will get V3 by V2 is equal to T2 by T3 raised to power 1 by gamma minus 1. So this is your first equation here. Now come to the second equation. In the similar way, you have this equation V4 by V1 is equal to T1 by T4 raised to power 1 by gamma minus 1. The same way you had the first equation here, the same way you had the second equation. Now you can see we had 1 and 2 equations. T1 is equal to T2 and T4 is equal to T2. We know this 3 and 4 temperature are equal. T3 is equal to T4 from this diagram, and T2 is equal to T1. So what you can do, you can replace this T1, T2, T4 and T3, equate 1 and 2 equation. After equating 1 and 2 equation, you will get V4 by V1 is equal to V3 by V2. So this is the expression which we had got, V4 by V1 and V3 by V2, and this is your called, the value of this is called R. This is called compression ratio. V4 by not this one, you can place it as, you can write it as, after placing this here and this here, you will get this expression, that is V4 by V3 is equal to V1 by V2, and this is called R. It is called compression ratio. Now put all this value here in the Carnot cycle.